left the premises, and the individuals that were
What individual is this?
the undocumented worker.
I really don't care if he's documented or undocumented.
Yeah, yeah,
What I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
is,
Okay.
how do you know he died?
Well, the person never exited the premises, and the next morning the individual symbol to the entire block that the action of the murder, the homicide, or what you may call it, occurred because they used the dirt bikes, I guess, signaling they probably got rid of the corpse through the backyard, and somehow I guess the individual disappeared. But likely we'll find residue of I guess of the altercation at the premises though.
So where is the premises?
It's over by.
Because we don't have any.
It's by a political leader's church, and so it's right next door to it. And I should know this because I'm affiliated. I keep politically active, and so.
Okay, because we don't have any record of anybody being killed, and I just called the 79th precinct. They don't have any records of anybody.
I mean, well, not everybody that kills shows up. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, not every homicide is thoroughly investigated or.
What do you mean thoroughly? If there's a homicide,
but I just wanted to point out that nobody called 911 that night, and there were police officers there. And you said the 79th precinct patrols that area, right? And
I said that patrols that side of the street.
Okay, well, there was a police car there at night, a squad car to be exact.
Okay.
All of the lights were off, and the squad car.
How do you know that?
Because I stood up, I looked outside of the freaking.
Where do you live?
Across the street, the Promote House facility.
Okay.
I just wanted to point out that the church next to the political leader's church, where the homicide occurred, happens to be affiliates
and friends. You keep on saying a homicide occurred. We don't have a record of it.
That's. I mean, you're focusing on too much on the word homicide, but I'm pointing out something more significant. Okay, the church next door to it happens to be friends of my family, which happens to be a Nigerian church, and I happen to be Nigerian myself.
Okay.
And so, as I mentioned earlier, that how I witnessed this and knew what was happening was because I used infrared on my phone. I took photographs of the incident. I used the zoom on my phone. I saw through the window.
And what do you have? What do you have? Tapes of a person being killed?
Yeah, I have the individuals physically assaulting the individual. You can make it out.
It could be an assault on a person.
But the person never made it outside of the.
Do you know that person?
They didn't have to use a gun to kill the individual.
I understand that. Do you know who that person was?
No, I never. I mean, how would I know the person? If I knew the person, why wouldn't I have called police that night? But the thing about it is, there was police there that night.
Okay. There could have been a disturbance.
Well, yeah, okay, maybe they were aware. Likely they were aware of this, but they pulled all the way over. I mean, they pulled all the way up to the fire hydrant, maybe there was a fire hydrant towards the right of the street at breakneck speed. They came to a complete halt. They screeched so loud that the brakes were heard. Some individuals stopped, and you can see by the pictures that they sort of shifted the way they were going to carry out the altercation by the pictures. I mean, so whatever happened, by the screech of the police car, the individuals inside the premises changed the way they were carrying out the assault. The police car then drove in reverse and drove down a one-way street by making a right and sped off. And the individuals continued to carry out the assault. So likely the individual never made it out of the premises and decided to do away with the corpse.
When did this happen?
On June 28th of 2010.
That's
8
months ago.
Yeah, but still, I wanted to point out that some individuals were aware of the incident and pointed.
Who are these individuals?
Well, I mean, for whatever they came, they dropped me the email address. Someone even reached out to me in the middle of the street. I mean, he's a construction worker that lives in the area. And he was trying to point something out.
When was this? Back in June?
This was several months afterwards when I returned to the area for whatever reason. But yeah, so I mean, I have evidence of the incident. Now, if you were to check, if you were to have somebody look at the crime scene and have it investigated and have the area tested out, likely you would find residue of the altercation that took place during the night. I mean, likely blood, all sort of human shedding and all that other stuff. So you said the 79th precinct handles this, right?
No, I just called them.
Okay.
They don't have any type of homicide.
Oh, but nobody. I mean, how would they have a homicide if nobody called in?
If the only way we investigate a crime is if a crime is actually committed.
Okay, I'm telling you, a crime was committed.
8 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of when it was committed.
You're talking about 8 months ago, and now you're coming.
I mean, actually, as a matter of fact, I sent this over to the IAB.
Okay. And what did they say to you?
They told
Who's
me
the investigator that had
I forgot his name, but he was he's gonna look into it. He said.
Okay.
Okay, but the detectives can check this out and they can follow up that
Follow up on what?
that I reported a homicide and that
Who's reporting a homicide?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
You say follow up on what? There is no homicide. There is no crime.
Well, I mean, when I contacted the IAB, I stated
Who
that
in IAB did you contact?
we're gonna get his name later. Oh, you're gonna follow up, I guess.
If there's a homicide, of course we have to.
All right. So yeah, I contacted whatever his name is, and he's gonna. I'm gonna find out the person.
Find out who the investigator is and come back here with the investigator.
But I don't think that's as significant as your willingness to investigate the
What
homicide.
willingness? There's no crime. There's no dead body.
Well, exactly. You want to know why there isn't a dead body? Because
Tell me.
individuals took away. Got rid of the corpse with the assistance of the fellow residents. So they realized that they were caught in the act, and that they would reach out to fellow residents. But I did contact the IAB during that several days later, and they documented my.
Okay, and then if you contacted IAB several days later, and you told them there was a neglect on behalf of the police department, and there was a crime committed, they would have contacted us.
I just said, as a matter of fact, I never contacted IAB and stated there was neglect in the police department. I stated to IAB that the police department was there, and actually, I think I sent an email of that as well.
Okay, you have a copy of that email?
I'm gonna get. I'm gonna
get all that information.
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh, so you will handle the investigation if
What investigation? There is. If there's no.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm gonna take you for your word. I'm gonna do my homework.
Do your homework and come right back.
All right, definitely.